Hey everyone, in this tutorial, I'll show you how to automate Reddit post tracking using n8n. We'll fetch posts from a subreddit, filter them based on keywords, and automatically create Notion pages, all without writing a single line of code. Well, not a single line, like a few lines, but that's completely unnecessary and we have other ways to do it also. So let's dive in. As you can see, I have created a new workflow. Now I will walk you through how to create a simple workflow and execute it. First, you wanna include a trigger node. So a trigger node is basically how you will trigger your workflow, and then the rest of the things will work. Rest of the nodes will work accordingly. So I will just use a manual trigger. So this will trigger whenever I click on it, or I click on the test workflow. And this is just used for testing, mostly used for testing. Otherwise you can use triggers like RSS feed trigger. I'll just show you it. You can use a node which is the RSS feed trigger. So how this will be triggered is whenever there is a feed on the link which you have provided, so that that will trigger this node. Okay, so with this I will add the next node which will be executed after the trigger, and let's add a Reddit API. Okay, so we are going to grab posts from Reddit, and so for that we will take a get many posts. I already have my Reddit OAuth API set up, but I can create new with this new credential, and I can quickly show you how to create new one. So this is the one which I had previously created. Making a new one is really easy. Just put a name, web app, simple description, about URL, and a redirect URI which you can find over here. This is the redirect URI, and then just because I'm not a robot, create app. So the second app is also created. This is the ID, so you paste the ID over here. That's the client ID. And for secrets, you get the secrets from this. There you go. Then you say click on connect my account. You have to authorize from your Reddit, allow, and see connection successful. Now a new connection has been created. As you can see, this is the one which I created right now. Then we are looking for posts. I have get many. So on subreddit, let's get some info on artificial intelligence. So I'll just there's a subreddit called r/artificial. I think so. Let's just get just only artificial. Yeah, this is the one which I want to grab the post from. So I will copy just the name of the subreddit, not r/, just the name. Put it over here. Then if we do return all, it will get too many posts, and we can put a limit. I'll just put 20 for now, and I think that's all. Yeah, we can test the step to execute it. See, and we have, I think, yeah, we got like 20 different posts from Reddit. Okay, so now the problem is like there are in some posts some fields are empty, and we don't need we're not looking for posts where we have an empty field. So now to filter out these, we can put a filter node. Okay, in filter node, it's really simple. Here you can put a value from the schema. So this is like the schema, whatever you want to call. This is a schema or a table or a JSON, whichever format you prefer. So you just pick one of the parameters from the schema. So I would say self text, and I want there to be a self text, or I don't want the post. So I'll just say contains. No, it not contains, it should be exists. And I'll put another condition, and that would be title. Wait, title, yeah. And that would be similar, would be exists. Yep. So if I test it now, oh wait, so exist, it actually exists, but it's empty. So it's better if I put is not empty, and string is not empty. Now this should work. Wait. Okay, string is not empty. Yep. Let's test it. See, 7 items got discarded. In this, one of the two things must have been missing, like either the self text or the title. So now we have filtered a few items out of these. Now let's filter it furthermore, because we might want to search post with a particular keyword. For that, I'll put another filter. Here I will look for the title, and I will look for a particular value in the title if it's there. So let's search for AI contains. Okay, contains and AI. Now we can test it. So now we have discarded 9 items and we have kept 4 items. So all the titles which have the keyword AI will be extracted using this. Next, let's write a simple code to parse the data, because as you can see over here, there's this is a huge data table with lots of information, and we are not actually looking for all these parameters. So it's better that we extract the ones which we need. For that, we can just search for a function. Yeah, so we'll pick the code function. I like writing code in Python. You can also use JavaScript. I had written a simple code for this. There you go. So this is crucial that you return the value as an array. So I have initialized the array, and for every item in the input, I'm taking the title, self text and permalink and appending it to the result, and then I'm returning the output. Let's test it. And it runs once for all items. And let's see. So we have the title, self text and permalink. Perfect. That's how we want it. And for the 4 posts we have for the 4 items. Now for the last step, you want to output this somewhere like this. For this to be a complete workflow, we start with the input where changing the input, like parsing it, extracting the crucial information. Now we want to output it somewhere. So for that, we can post it in create a page in Notion and put all the data in it. Let's go to Notion. Then I'll create a new page. add a page, empty page, right, give it any name, n n8n Reddit posts, AI posts. Okay, now one thing you have to do is set up a API from Notion. So for that, come down here, go to connections, click on manage connection. Over here, click on develop or manage integrations. Now I had already created one integration for testing. I'll create another one. The workspace, just click on your account, type internal, that's right, click on save. Okay, our name is required, right? The name is n8n test 2. Save. That will be enough. Then go to the configuration page, show, copy. Now let's go back to our workflow. In our workflow, we'll create the Notion node. Now we want to create a page and input the items which we have, right? So let's create a page. For setting up the account, it's really simple. Create credentials, internal secret, we just copied that secret, paste it here, save, and you can just retry, click on retry to check the connection. It's connected. We connected this with the second account. Resources page, operation is to create the page. Then we need a page URL. So for that, let's go back to Notion. This is the page we just created. Let's go down here to connections. Make sure always to add this connection to the page, or your workflow won't be able to access this page. N8n test 2 will have access to this page and all the child pages. Continue. Yes, that's what we want. Let's go back to our. Okay, wait. We need to copy this page. So let's go to share. Copy link. Then in our workflow, paste the page URL. Okay, now for title, I'll just use this title of the post. Then we'll add a few blocks. So the type of blocks are like paragraphs. So for the first block, the content will be the self text. Then for the second block, the content will be the link. And to make it look better, we can just write link to page is www.reddit.com/ Now you can just see a small preview how it will look like. That's correct. Let's test it out. Execution, it's done. Let's go over to the page which we just created. As you can see, we have the 4 posts from Reddit, filtered and crucial information extracted. It's pretty cool. You get all your info you need just by running the workflow. You get everything in your Notion page, and you get it like in a format like different pages for different posts. I can just run it once again to show you. You can see all of these working one by one. And that's it. Now you have a fully automated workflow that pulls relevant Reddit posts straight into Notion. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment if you have any questions. See you on the next one.